Self-image is a very important thing here in 2015. It has been an important thing for most of everyone's lives, whether you're 40 or even 20 like me. It's something that's very, very evident within the lifespan of people, particularly of any age, any religion, any ethnic background you may come from. Self-image is a very, very important thing. And self-image is a very broad and very confusing word for a lot of people because self-image can basically means the image that you yourself interpret about yourself. And I identify myself as many, many different things. And I actually posted something on Facebook about this a few days ago, basically because I was nominated in something and I had to do it on Facebook. It's this, that Facebook thing that sometimes happens. And I thought I would actually make it one of the first videos on my new YouTube channel. I would actually sit here and actually sit down and talk about self-image and what I consider to be self-image and how I construe the idea of self-image. Now, I identify as many, many different things. I'm a brother, a grandson, a son, a best friend, a Gryffindor, a Jedi Knight, a comic book fan, a nerd, a geek, a journalist, a music fan, a metalhead, a fan of woolly jumpers. I'm a tea drinker, a beer drinker, an ale drinker, an anti-drugs person, a liberal, and even someone that is actually considers himself a voter or even a commenter or even a critic and a reviewer. I've considered myself many, many different things over a lifetime, but all of the things I just listed, when it comes down to the idea of self-image, doesn't really matter because those terms I just listed are images and words that may have been conjured in your head over time as words that people have used to describe you as a person, whether that be from a job profession standpoint, from a just person standpoint. And I define myself in many, many different ways, and I've just listed the ways that I sort of define myself, which is about 20 different kind of things that I just named off. But overall, self-image is about how you yourself interpret you, not how other people interpret you, because only truly you understand what's going on within your mind and within your soul and within your heart, how you view the world. And I've struggled to kind of grasp this concept over my lifetime just due to the fact that I haven't particularly had the easiest sort of time in my teenage years, and my self-image was always changing and manifesting with my emotions. But over time, going into my early adulthood and coming out of my teenagehood, I started to really, really appreciate the fact that, I now know sort of who I am. And I honestly, couple of years ago, maybe even 2 years ago to be the minimum, I really didn't know and I really couldn't define myself as a person. Now I sort of know who I am. I'm a nice guy who can sometimes be a bit dickish to people at times, doesn't mean to be, just I have a very loud and kind of abrasive personality, which kind of, if you ever meet me for the first time, you can either love me or you can either fucking hate me, just because I am the kind of person that likes to sort of, kind of create discussion and create debate, and also I appreciate the opinions of others, and that's something that I've had to deal with whenever I'm looking at my self-images, that I know I'm a nice person, and I sort of had to let go of giving a shit about what people think about me and what labels people have put on me over the years. And I really believe self-image, like I said, is all about the inside of yourself, what makes you, you. And that's the whole kind of idea about this video, is that many people kind of interpret the idea of self-image as a sort of kind of like, oh, it's all these kind of, it's my career, it's my friendships, it's my relationships. It's not. It's about how you, singular-minded you, view yourself within your kind of heart, within your mind, within your soul. And that's how I view myself, is that I'm a nice guy, but I have my flaws, because I am a human being. I have many, many different flaws, and I have many qualities that many people would find redeemable. And I'm sure there's a lot of you guys watching this video that are probably considering the same kind of thing and probably looking at it from the same perspective, in that, a lot of people seem to put labels on me, and you know what, that isn't to do with your self-image, it's to do with the way society works, in trying to categorize people as either masses or even people as a group or a kind of conglomerate of people, or even an individual as belonging to a certain group of people. And sure, I do belong to certain demographics, certain cultures, certain societies, but I am, at the essence of it, my human perception is that I am my own person, and I perfectly know who I am. Whenever there's a decision where I have to make about when it comes to the benefit of me, and as much as I tend to be very relatively unselfish, as I kind of have this I would say one of my chief, probably highest qualities, and also one of my biggest weaknesses, is the fact that I genuinely like to help people, and I like to kind of engage with people and kind of, help them out in a way. But I feel like over the last, I would say, year or so, that's slightly changed due to the fact that I've kind of been focusing on kind of making my life better for my future. And this is what self-image is about. It's about looking at yourself and looking at the choices that you can make to benefit yourself rather than the benefit of others. And honestly, I consider, if someone's going to go and pursue their dream and go and reach for it, I really, really credit them for trying to do something that's a lot more interesting and a lot more cool from that perspective. So this has been my video on self-image, and I hope you've enjoyed this one, because I sort of wanted to sit down and sort of discuss my feelings on the whole self-image debate. Feel free to comment down below, some of your comments, some of your opinions on this, because I actually want to hear what you guys consider self-image to be as a concept. And guys, I'll see you later. This has been Tom Da Silva with another video, and I'm out, guys. So yes, thanks for watching my self-image video 2016.